Hello, I'm going to do a video so you know how to put your stuff together and apply your stuff. So you're going to be getting your palette, which will come empty. You will be getting your all of your product in tins like this. They slide out like this way. And then you'll just take them out and you'll open your palette and you'll put them right in there. Just like that. And you can set it up however you want. I'm going to give you a suggestion on how to set it up. You're also going to be getting your skincare, and the two important things in your skincare for applying your makeup is going to be the toner and the cream. So you'll also be getting the cleanser and the washcloths, which are great. So in addition, you're going to be getting your your blush and bronzer brush. You'll be getting your buff brush, and you'll be getting your multitasker brush. So, and then I gave you a sponge, which you're going to, when you use it, you're going to get it wet and wring it out really good where there's like no more water can come out of it, because that's going to help you. So in your items that you got here, I already have the palette set up for you from the other day. Move that out real quick. So you got your main highlight, you got your lighter highlight, and then you got your contour. In addition, you got 2 lip and cheeks. So we're going to apply that today. I'm not going to apply your colors, I'm going to apply my colors, but I'm going to show you as I apply this. So remember, go ahead and put your toner on, and you can spray it in your hands and put it all over your face. I'm not going to do that because I'm oily. Let that sit for a minute, and then you're going to put on your cream. And put a light layer of that on since you are a little bit dry in most of your areas. Okay, so now we're going to get ready to apply. And what you're going to do when you apply, the first brush you're going to use is your buff brush, and it has a small end and a larger end. The larger end is you're going to use for your all over coverage, which is your main highlight, which you got candlelit. Also make sure when you open your box, you check your packing slip to make sure everything is in there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my main on. And when you first start out, see how red I am? When you first start out, my suggestion is apply a thin layer all over for color correcting to really hit those spots. I know you were a little red on your chin and you had some spots around your eyes, and you definitely want to get it down your neck where you had your discoloration. And just, I'm barely tapping it in there. And remember, when it's cold, it's going to be harder to get out. When it's warmer, it's going to be way easy to get out. So be careful when you dab. Careful when you dab in there, because you don't want to dab too much. Okay, let me get my nose. And you just apply, like I have a little spot right here. I'm going to just let that kind of sit for a minute, cover that spot up. And I'm not going to do too much around my eyes right now because I'm going to go with my lighter highlight, but I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead. And I'm not going to go too far up because that's where I'm going to put my contour. So I don't want to double layer if I don't have to. Right now, I'm just trying to get rid of the red and give myself an all over smoothness. Okay, I think that's good for now. And I can always go back over it in a little bit. Next, you're going to do your lighter highlight, which you got Sunlit, which is this one. And this does have color correcting in it for the veins and your little dark spots that are inside your eye right there. So you're going to take that lighter highlight, and you're definitely going to get it kind of up in there. I'm just going to apply it and then blend it. You definitely want to get all those little spots. You want to highlight yourself right here, kind of go down your nose. Same thing on this side, and then we'll blend it in. All right, Let's go ahead and blend. Okay. Covering all those little imperfections that we don't like. And you can kind of go, what I would do if I were you, just dip it in and kind of lightly put it right here, because this is where you have a lot of your area that you're trying to cover, right in this little space. So you want to gently put it on your spots there. All right, so we've now put our foundation, our main, and our lighter highlight on. And now we're going to go ahead and put our contour on, which in yours, you got Astoria, that's your contour. So this brush here, since you didn't get the detail brush, I'm just gonna get it kind of thin. I'm gonna dip it in my contour. And I'm gonna just apply it right there. And I'll blend in a minute. Same thing on this side. You can put where you can see it. You don't want to put too light because we are going to be blending. Okay. And I think on yours, we didn't go past your eyebrow, where your eyebrow comes down. My face is a little bit different than yours. So, but see, it already makes my face take a shape. And now I'm going to do my forehead. I'm still using that same brush. I have a bigger forehead than you do, but I'm working it up inside my hairline, and I'm gonna kind of come and meet that spot right there. All right, my hair is really crazy today. All right. You can see my lips are dry. So now I'm gonna take my Perfector sponge that's wet, wrung out, and really dry now. And I'm just gonna lightly press in my makeup, especially like right around here because I have little hairs there, and right in here because that's where I have my wrinkles. I want the makeup to stay, but I want to get off that excess product so it doesn't sit in my creases. All right, once you have it all pressed in, I noticed I got a little bit too much of I like a little more contour. I'll put a little bit more of that on there. And you can contour your chin if you want to. I'd say for the wedding, you're definitely going to want to contour your chin. Okay, so we've done these 3 steps here. Okay, I am going to add a little contour to my lips because they're a little dry, and this helps and I'm just going to do it with my finger. This helps my lips to look fuller and helps my lip color stay. Okay, all right. Now we're gonna go ahead and do our cheeks, which for you picked for your cheeks, you picked Cindy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that color. I'm gonna get this smaller end of my blush and bronzer brush. I'm gonna get this end here, dip it in there. And I'm gonna start back here. And it'll look a little different on you than it does me. We have different skin tones. I may have put a little too much. I'm going to just kind of pat with my Perfector sponge. Been running my heater so the color is a little bit softer when you push it in. So there's Cindy, and I didn't go very far in. Definitely don't want to go too far in. Okay. And next we're going to do our Royal for our lips, and you've got the multitasker, so we're going to use the end of this, and I'm going to lightly put it in there and get a little bit on my brush. I mean, if you want to clean it up, you can use the smaller end of this where you had your lighter highlight, and I go, in case I got a little bit out of the lines. All right, and then I also, so you've done everything in your palette now, but remember I showed you you can use your contour for your eyebrows. So that's what we're gonna do now. And you're gonna use the other end of your multitasker brush, excuse me. And you're going to get in your contour, and let's see here. Actually, I'll use your Astoria. Let's try that. All right, and you're gonna get it in there. In this side of the brush also, if you have like a little spot on your face that you want to color correct, you can clean the brush off and you can dip it into your highlight. And you can, and I'm just filling my eyebrows. You're gonna need to get an eyebrow brush just to brush your eyebrows up, and I did not brush mine ahead of time. But you can use the end of this to color correct any little spots that you have. Put a little bit of product. I would start with the darker color of the product, kind of blend it in there. Your Sunlit would be really good for your veins because it's yellow, color corrects purple. So I'm just doing this here. Yeah, I just filled in my eyebrows. I haven't brushed them because I didn't bring my brush in here to do the video tutorial. Next, we're gonna do our eyeliner. So you can just get the tops of those eyelids. I'm doing this on my iPad, so it's gonna be a little bit rough. But I'm just gonna kind of shade them, not a perfect line. And you can do the bottom also. I'm just gonna do the top. Okay, get a little bit more. You get the point. So you could just kind of do your little eyes with that. Oh, I'm getting crazy on that side. I better get crazy on this side. Okay, so I've done my whole face before, except for my mascara. What I'm going to do is, you didn't get the setting spray, but there is an e.l.f. It's called Matte Magic Mist Set. I'm going to spray my face with that. Hold on one second. And you can get this at Walmart. And it works really good because it doesn't have the dimethicone in there. All right. See, my face is wet. Let it dry out a little bit, and then lightly, like as light as you can, you're going to get that sponge and just kind of, I'm just lightly pressing. All right. And then you asked about some powder. You like to powder your T-zone. e.l.f. also has a Halo Glow setting powder. Okay, and this one doesn't have any color to it. It's the white one. Well, actually, it's just like a cream color. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it with your brush, and you could really press it in there. You can do it with your sponge, and you can dip it in there. I'm going to do it with the sponge. Let's kind of put it on there, see? And I'm just going to press on my T-zone. See how it starts to disappear? See? And I haven't done my my mascara yet. So there it is. I pressed in my T-zone with this, and these two you can put on your wish list to get the setting powder and the setting spray from Saint, but until you can get that, you can get these two from Walmart. And that's it. You're done, other than your mascara, which I'm going to do in a different mirror. So you got your palette, you got your contour, your two highlights, you got your two lip and cheeks, you got your buff brush, you got your multitasker brush, you have your blush and bronzer, you have your sponge, and then you have your skincare set. So that's it. You are ready to rock and roll. Have fun. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be posting tips on my Facebook page, which will really help you out. And if you find that we need to really color correct any of this stuff around your eyes, we can try to do that with this, get better at using this so you don't have to purchase anything else, or we can try to go into Demi. So give it a try. Let this really, let your skin get used to it for about 2 to 3 weeks, because you will need to adjust to it. And if you have any questions, let me know.